problem. Okay, you guys ever need a break, it's totally fine, but if you can stay with it, that'll be awesome. So from our down dog, we're just gonna simply walk forward. So everybody's gonna walk towards me. Forward is towards center here. So inhale, look up, keep the legs nice and engaged, keep the pendulum swing, keep weight on the swing, and keep walking forward. Keep walking forward, hands will come up. Yep, you got it. Find the swing. And we're gonna come out. Really good, guys. Okay. So I'm just going to show you, there you go, all of a sudden it's warm in here. Yes, we can open up some windows too if you don't mind. Yes, you guys can breathe. That's it was like so chilly earlier. Now it's like, oh, all of a sudden it's 80 degrees in here. Building a little the beat rope swinging. Okay, so here's the difference. I just want to show you guys, since it's a workshop, we can play a little bit more. There's a big difference from just popping up like that, which is basically going to strain the lower back, to using the pendulum swing to allow ourselves to come up. So see how I keep that nice angle and then just use the momentum to come up. So I'm emphasizing these little techniques because we want to start to use leverage and pivot points and momentum to move the body instead of efforting so much. And that's what's so beautiful about using the yoga swing and kind of learning the difference. I'll actually turn the air on for us for a couple minutes too and cool you guys off. So far so good? Yeah. Doing okay? You guys are doing awesome. Okay, we're gonna come back. So now we're giving the hips a break. You might have felt that in your hip flexors after a while, right? Even though it's uncomfortable, it's gonna start to heal all this stickiness, all this tightness that happens in the two major hubs of the body. So just notice where the swing hits, and all this is really, really significant in the difference of like, why am I doing this practice, which I call aerial yoga play versus regular yoga on the ground, which I have done for 20 years and was like, okay, what's next? So we're hitting the underarms and the spot right behind the heart, okay? We're hitting the hip flexors and the spot right around the base. These are the two major hubs of the body, the intersection for the nervous system that spreads out from the spine. This is where most people have their injuries, right? Neck and shoulders, lower back. There's like an epidemic going on with how much sitting and kind of contraction in the front of the spine. So everything we do is this elongating and opening up the front of the spine. And that's what we're going to continue with the next sequence. Does anybody have any injuries, or is everybody perfect humans here? Nothing? We're all just tip-top shape. I know there's a hip over here. Is it right or left hip? Street side hip. Okay, got it. Everybody else is good? Okay. Well, no buts, but that's what we're here for. So we're going to open up the chest again, but at the same time release the lower back. So what's going to happen at the shoulder girdle is the upper chest is going to lift, and then the lats and this lower part of the back is going to drop. Without overextending the ribs, I'm just exaggerating it. But this rotation in the shoulder girdle is going to plug, what it's called, plugging the joints back into the socket. It's kind of like Anusara in their training. So that way it's going to help us prevent any injuries with the rotator cuff and all this stuff, which is from around the shoulders. Okay? Plus we're going to strengthen the smaller muscles around the joint, the intrinsic muscles, so that they're not so vulnerable to injury. The same with the hips and the lower back. We're really going to get into the hip creases and all this tightness that sits around this band. And it's amazing. Everybody here, good? No injuries at all? Okay. I love the perfect humans. Okay. Just in case something happens in the future then. We'll be prepared. Swing goes behind the back. You guys okay with me facing this way still? Doing great. And Gina, it really is, why don't you just come take this one? That way, yeah, it really is good for everybody to have a little bit more room, right? I know you're happy, but you know, let's switch it up. I think you're fine, just try it, just jump in. If you have to actually jump in, like use a step stool, then we go to lower, but I think it'll be okay. So go ahead and put that behind your back. It's no problem to lower it if you need to. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so pull your shoulder down. So the thing is most people are like this, and they're like, how do you know I have a shoulder injury? It's like, the body doesn't lie when it comes to gravity. So what we want to do is make sure our shoulders are even in the swing. That means you're going to bring your store side shoulder down. My left, your right. Yes, but it's going like this. So that's not going to make it feel better. So just try engaging the back of the body. And if it hurts, definitely don't overextend. Okay? Let's come back. Remember to hug. Right? Let's come back and test out our leg loops again. Awesome. Let's stick with the knees. Chillaxing. I'm eyeing you up. Go ahead. So stay seated. So now store side, right? Great. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can always lower them if you need to, but that looks good. Okay, first thing we do is we lean back, not with our hips, but with our heart. Yeah, really good. Really good breath. So Bill, drop your hips a little bit more if you don't mind. There you go, you're getting it. So try to lengthen through your belly. See what that would be like. To lengthen through your belly, deepen in hip creases, but then blossom through the heart. So put your hands on your hip creases and push them down. Down towards the ground. Down towards the mat. Yes, that's it. Just try to see if you can deepen in that side. It's totally different from how we normally, and for you, you got your hip creases, but I want you to get your heart open. Yes. Now, if you want to try the full chillaxing pose, hands clasped behind the head. Gentle rocking back and forth. Is that a little bit better for you guys back there? Since we have the open swing, maybe Catherine will come tomorrow. We might as well use it, and we might have a little bumper car action. It's okay, we love our neighbors, we gently apologize and then go back into our fun playtime. But yeah, synchronize them if you can. Okay? Beautiful, guys. Does that feel great? We're not even really doing anything, but you can feel it's so good for the body. And some of us are doing a little bit more. It's okay, you can really get a little crazy with that. Awesome. Okay, good. Now from here, we're gonna sit straight down. Now for those that have a little bit of a shoulder thing, take it nice and easy with this. For those that have a little hip thing happen, take it easy with this, because it is gonna be a little intense. We're not gonna get too crazy, but you are gonna feel it. Inhale, open up your arms wide. This is called a wide T. Reach forward towards me and grab for the leg loops. Not the swing, but the leg loops. Forward. If you have the little nubs there, that just helps you kind of reach high enough to pull yourself up. Okay? So we're going to come back into our child. So round it and squeeze. Just tuck in. It's just the carabiners talking. Everything's fine. We tested the equipment. Everyone's like, what is that? I can hear you. And now we're going to open. So do a bicep curl and press your heart forward. Oh la la. You guys feel your hips. Exhale, sit back down and squeeze. It's like a little spoon. This one goes like, we like bend back and forth until it opens up nice and slow. Inhale, pull and lift. Press the heart forward. Beautiful. Keep the heart in line with your hips. So heart forward, Bill. Pull forward. Sit it straight up and down. Yeah, there it is. Exhale, squeeze. It's a little bit of work, right? Not too much, but now we're really feeling the dynamic strength. Inhale, lift. So if you need to be a little bit higher on the leg loops, that'll help you lift. Good. Exhale, squeeze. So your leg loops are a little uneven. Lift one more time.
A little higher.
All right, we need to bring that one down. So Lori, store side leg loop for her needs to come down. Just the one. Okay. One of them didn't move with the other kitties. Thank you. Inhale, lift. Nice. We lean forward a little bit more each time. Exhale, squeeze. You okay? Last time. Inhale, lift, and stay here. Let's try that. Still come down one. You okay?
I think that's good now.